Good evening, everyone. Wow, what a time we are having right now. So, I just want to talk about a story that had a huge impact on my life. It happened many years ago, and I usually tell this story in my classes. And so, if you're a former student of mine, you've probably heard this story. Many years ago, I was teaching an early morning class, and I was raised in a small town. So in small towns, you say hello to everybody because you know everybody. And so I've never gotten away from that habit. So I was walking along the sidewalk, and there was this young lady headed towards me, and she had her head down. And so I said, "Good morning," and she went shoo, right past me. Didn't even know eye contact, nothing. And so I went, So it was a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class. And so on Wednesday, I passed her and I said, "Good morning." She went shoo, right past me. And so Friday came, same thing. And this went on for about, 2-3 weeks. I don't know, maybe a little longer. And finally one morning I said, "Good morning," and she just kind of raised her head and looked at me and kept going. And so about 6 weeks in, I said, "Good morning," and she went, "Hi," and then straight past me. And so about 8 weeks in, she finally said, "Good morning," and then put her head back down and took off. And so at the end of the semester, I was giving a final, she was taking a final at the same time, and she stops me and she said, "You don't know me, but every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday you have said good morning to me. And every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, if you were running a little bit late, I would wait for you. So, because I knew you would be there, and I knew you would say good morning to me and smile at me." And she goes, "What else you don't know about me is my first day of class, I was gonna go to class, and then I was going to go home and overdose on pills. I had written my suicide note. I had given away a lot of my stuff. I had stockpiled some pills, a prescription that she was on, and she said I fully intended to go home and kill myself." And she said, "But I don't know why I went to class." She goes, "Maybe it was God." But she said, "I went to class and you smiled at me. Somebody who doesn't even know me. You took a minute to say good morning to me." And she said, "It totally changed my life." She said, I thought, well, maybe there's some hope. If a complete stranger can smile and be nice to me, maybe there is a reason to live. Maybe there is a reason that I should keep going." And she said, so instead of going home, after I got done with class, I went over to student health, and I got set up with a therapist, and I asked for different medication, and I went and met with my parents and told them what was going on and showed them the suicide note. And I changed my major because I hated my major. And she said, "And I just wanted to tell you, please don't ever stop smiling. Don't ever stop saying good morning, because truly you don't know who you're impacting. So thank you, because you smiled and said good morning. I'm alive today, and thank you." And I didn't even know what to say. It had such an impact on me, and I've always shared that story because it was so impactful. And I still smile and say hello to everybody unless I have my head in my clouds, which can happen. But and now this story has a caveat. About 2 years ago, I had something really horrendous happen to me, and it just devastated me, to be honest with you. And I had to teach a class, and so I was sitting in the parking lot of Chipotle and thinking about, well, I need to go eat. It was a Wednesday night, and I had to teach family counseling. And so I thought, okay, I need to get myself together. I was literally sitting in the parking lot crying. And I thought, okay. So I just prayed, and I went, okay, I've got to collect my thoughts. I have a class that's going to be waiting for me. I need to be present and there for them. And so I kind of collected myself, and I went into Chipotle to get a burrito, and there was this young man. When I get to the cash register, there was this young man there, and he clearly had placed like a phone order. And so I said, go ahead, kiddo. And he goes, no. He says, you go ahead. And I said, no, that's not fair. You called in your order. Go ahead. And he said, Dr. Price Sharps, pay for your order. And I said, I've had you for class, haven't I? I said, I thought you looked familiar. And he said, yeah, you had me for abnormal psychology quite some time ago. And I said, oh my gosh, how are you? And he said, you know, I've never forgotten your story. And I knew which one he was talking about. And he said, I've never forgotten it, and I always go out of my way to say hello to people now. And he said, can I just give you a hug? And I thought, oh, honey, if you only knew how badly I needed that hug. So he did. He gave me a hug. And he went on his way. I went on my way. But it just reminded me how important a smile is. So today, when you are feeling angry or you're feeling hurt or upset, smile at the next person. Don't rage at them. Because you know what? People heal by smiling. Communities heal by reaching out. So reach out and smile. Tell people good morning. Ask them how they are. Because we're all in this together. So I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. God be with you. This is Dr. Jana Price Sharps.